Listen carefully, because this message may completely change the way you speak to God forever. Jesus Christ is revealing something today that many people never truly understand about prayer. Before we begin, take 1 second to like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment, Amen, if you want a closer relationship with God. Now listen closely. My child, you do not need perfect words to talk to me. You do not need long speeches. You do not need to sound religious or impressive. What I desire most is honesty. Real prayer is not about performance. It is about connection. Many people speak to God with their mouth, while their heart feels far away. But I am not searching for perfect sentences. I am listening for sincerity. My child, stop believing the lie that you must earn the right to speak with me. You do not have to become perfect before coming to me. Come with your fear, come with your weakness, come with your confusion, come with your pain, because I already know everything inside your heart before you even speak. Nothing about you is hidden from me. I know the thoughts you never tell anyone. I know the battles you fight silently, and I know the tears you cry when nobody else is around. So stop pretending to be strong during prayer. Speak honestly. If you are tired, tell me. If you are afraid, tell me. If you are angry, confused, or hurting, tell me. Real prayer begins when the mask comes off. My child, many people think prayer is only asking for things, but prayer is also listening. It is slowing down long enough to feel my presence. It is trusting me even during silence, and it is speaking to me daily, not only during emergencies. I want relationship, not occasional conversation. Some people only pray when life falls apart. But imagine how your heart would change if you spoke with me every day. Not out of fear, but out of love. My child, do not compare your prayers to other people. You do not need someone else's voice to reach heaven. Your voice matters to me. Even the quietest prayer spoken with sincerity reaches my heart. One honest sentence filled with faith is more powerful than empty words repeated without meaning. So when you pray, speak naturally. Speak honestly. Speak from your heart, because I am not judging your vocabulary. I am listening to your spirit. My child, there are moments when you feel like your prayers are unanswered. Moments when heaven feels silent. Moments when you wonder if I am even listening at all. But silence does not mean absence. And delay does not mean rejection. Sometimes I answer immediately. Sometimes I answer slowly. And sometimes I protect you by saying no. But I always hear you. Always. Even the prayers whispered through tears. Even the prayers spoken in weakness. Even the prayers you could barely finish because pain filled your heart. I heard every one of them. My child, prayer is not about repeating perfect lines. It is about opening your heart fully before me. Do not pray to impress people. Do not pray only because others expect you to. Pray because your soul needs connection with the one who created you. And remember this, you do not have to hide your brokenness from me. Bring me your anxiety. Bring me your shame. Bring me your disappointment. Bring me your questions, because healing begins when you stop hiding what hurts you. My child, there is power in quiet moments with me, power in honest conversations, power in surrender, and power in trusting me even before you see the answer. The more you speak with me sincerely, the more peace will begin growing inside your heart. Fear will slowly lose control over your mind. Confusion will slowly become clearer, and your faith will become stronger than before. My child, the right way to talk to God is not with perfection. It is with honesty, with faith, with humility, and with a heart that truly desires connection. So speak to me tonight, not like a stranger, but like someone deeply loved. Because you are. If you believe this message, type Amen in the comments right now. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because God still listens to every sincere prayer spoken from the heart. My child, there are prayers you never spoke out loud that I still heard clearly. The silent cries inside your heart. The moments when tears said more than words ever could. The nights when exhaustion made it difficult even to pray properly. I heard all of it. You never needed to impress me with perfect language. I understood your pain before you even found words for it. My child, many people misunderstand prayer because they think it is only about asking for blessings. But true prayer is also trust. Trusting me when life feels uncertain. Trusting me when answers take time. And trusting me even when circumstances try to convince you to lose faith. Anyone can pray when everything is going well. But deep faith grows when you continue praying during difficult seasons. That is when your relationship with me becomes stronger. My child, stop believing that I only listen to important people. I listen to every sincere heart. The broken person crying quietly at night. The tired soul searching for hope. The person who feels forgotten by everyone else. I hear them all. No prayer filled with honesty is ever ignored. My child, there are moments when you feel distant from me because of mistakes from your past. You think guilt separates you from my love. You think failure disqualifies you from coming close to me again. But listen carefully. I already knew every mistake you would make before you were even born. And I still chose to love you. My grace is greater than your failures. So stop running away from me during difficult seasons. Run toward me instead. That is where healing begins. My child, prayer should not feel like pressure. You do not need complicated words. You do not need to sound like everyone else. Speak naturally. Speak honestly. Speak openly. Talk to me while driving. Talk to me while walking. Talk to me during quiet moments before sleep. And talk to me during moments when your heart feels overwhelmed. Because prayer is not meant to be limited to a single place or routine. I want to be part of your everyday life. My child, there are answers coming to prayers you almost gave up on. Some blessings are already moving toward you even now. But I needed to prepare your heart before certain doors could open. Because blessings without wisdom can become destruction. And opportunities without spiritual strength can pull people away from peace. So while you were waiting, I was shaping you, teaching you patience, teaching you wisdom, teaching you deeper faith. Nothing about the waiting season was meaningless. My child, stop letting fear control your conversations with me. Some people become so afraid of praying incorrectly that they stop praying honestly. But I am not searching for robotic words. I am searching for real connection. Do not hide your emotions from me. I already know when you are angry. I already know when you are discouraged, and I already know when fear is filling your thoughts. Bring those feelings to me instead of hiding them inside, because honesty opens the door for healing. My child, there is power in spending quiet time with me consistently, not only when life becomes painful, but daily. Little by little, your heart changes during those moments. Your mind becomes calmer, your spirit becomes stronger, and your faith becomes more stable. Prayer is not only about changing circumstances, it also changes you. It teaches your heart to trust me deeper. My child, I know there were times when you prayed for something and did not understand why the answer seemed delayed. But many delays protected you from wrong timing. Some things would have destroyed your peace if they arrived too early. Some relationships would have broken you completely if I allowed them to continue. And some closed doors were actually acts of love, even if they hurt at the time. One day you will understand why certain prayers were answered differently than expected. My child, never think your prayers are wasted. Every sincere prayer matters. Every moment spent with me matters. And every act of faith matters, even when you cannot see immediate results. Continue praying, continue trusting, continue believing. Because heaven is listening more closely than you realize. And one day, you will look back and understand that many of the prayers you thought were ignored were actually being answered step by step the entire time. If you believe this message, type Amen in the comments right now. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because God still speaks peace into the hearts of those who seek Him sincerely. My child, one of the greatest mistakes people make is believing they must hide their weakness from me. They try to appear strong. They try to appear faithful even when fear fills their mind. They try to sound confident while secretly feeling broken inside. But I never asked you to pretend. I already know the parts of you that feel tired. I already know the battles happening inside your thoughts. And I already know the moments when your faith feels weak. You do not have to hide those things from me. Bring them to me honestly, because real healing begins with honesty. My child, prayer is not meant to feel like a duty without emotion. It is meant to become a relationship filled with trust. Think about this. A real relationship grows through communication. Not only formal words, not only requests, but daily connection. That is what I desire with you. Not occasional attention, only during emergencies, but closeness every day. My child, some of your most powerful prayers will happen during moments when you have no strength left. Moments when all you can say is, God help me. And even those small prayers carry power when they come from a sincere heart. Never underestimate honest prayer. Some of the shortest prayers in your life may become the moments that change everything. My child, there are distractions constantly trying to pull your attention away from me. Fear, stress, social pressure, negative thoughts, and endless noise surrounding your life. That is why quiet time with me matters so much. Because peace grows when you spend time in my presence. The world fills your mind with anxiety, but I fill your spirit with peace. The world reminds you of fear, but I remind you of hope. The world tells you to depend only on yourself, but I remind you that you were never meant to carry life alone. My child, when you pray, stop focusing only on what you lack. Thank me also for what you already have. Gratitude changes the condition of your heart. Even during difficult seasons, there are still blessings surrounding your life. You survived things that once seemed impossible. You made it through dark seasons that almost broke you. And you are still standing today because my hand has continued protecting you. Never forget that. My child, there will be moments when you feel spiritually exhausted. Moments when motivation disappears. Moments when praying feels difficult. But do not allow temporary emotions to separate you from me. Even weak prayers still matter. Even quiet faith still matters. And even when your heart feels heavy, continue coming to me anyway, because consistency builds strength little by little. My child, prayer is not magic words. It is surrender. It is trust. It is opening your heart completely before me and saying, God, I cannot do this without you. And that surrender is powerful. Because when you stop depending only on your own strength, you create room for my strength to work inside your life. My child, there are moments when you become frustrated because you cannot hear my voice clearly. You pray, you wait, you hope for immediate answers, but instead of clarity, you sometimes experience silence. And during those moments, doubt begins whispering into your mind. Maybe God is not listening. Maybe nothing will change. Maybe my prayers are pointless. But listen carefully. Silence does not mean I abandoned you. Many times, I am working in ways your eyes cannot yet see. A seed grows underground long before it becomes visible above the surface. And in the same way, many answers are developing behind the scenes before they appear in your life. My child, faith is not trusting only when the answer is visible. Faith is trusting even while waiting, trusting even during uncertainty, and trusting even when emotions try to pull you toward fear. That kind of faith builds spiritual strength inside you. My child, I know there were times when disappointment made prayer difficult. You prayed for certain relationships to survive. You prayed for certain opportunities to work out. You prayed for pain to disappear quickly. And when things did not happen the way you expected, part of your heart became discouraged. But one day you will understand that some unanswered prayers were actually protection. Some closed doors saved you from deeper pain. Some delays protected your peace. And some endings created space for the better future I prepared for you. My child, stop thinking, I only work through dramatic miracles. Sometimes I move quietly, through small opportunities, through unexpected conversations, through moments of peace that suddenly enter your heart, and through strength that appears when you thought you could not continue anymore. Not every miracle arrives loudly. Some miracles arrive gently and slowly transform your life from the inside out. My child, I want you to spend less time worrying and more time trusting. Worry drains your peace, fear drains your strength, and constant anxiety keeps your heart trapped in exhaustion. But prayer shifts your focus. It reminds you that you are not fighting alone. It reminds you that heaven is still involved in your story. And it reminds you that I am still guiding your life, even when the path feels uncertain. My child, there are people who stopped praying because they became disappointed with life. Pain hardened their heart, waiting weakened their faith, and fear convinced them to stop believing. But do not let that happen to you. Keep your heart open, keep speaking with me, keep trusting even during difficult seasons, because your breakthrough may arrive at the very moment you feel most tempted to give up. My child, prayer is not about forcing me to love you more. I already love you completely. Prayer changes your heart more than it changes my mind. It teaches you dependence, patience, humility, and trust. It teaches you to walk through uncertainty without losing hope completely. And over time, it strengthens your spirit in ways nothing else can. My child, there are blessings approaching your life right now that require spiritual maturity to handle properly. That is one reason I continue teaching you through waiting seasons. Because if I gave you everything immediately, you would not fully understand the responsibility attached to those blessings. So while you were praying for quick answers, I was preparing your heart, building wisdom inside you, building patience inside you, and building deeper faith inside you. Nothing about the process was wasted. My child, I know you sometimes compare your spiritual journey to others. You see people who seem stronger in faith, more confident during prayer, more disciplined spiritually. But stop comparing your relationship with me to anyone else's. Your journey is personal. Your connection with me is personal. And growth happens differently for every person. What matters most is sincerity, not performance, not perfection, sincerity. My child, never underestimate the power of a heart that keeps returning to me even after disappointment. That kind of faith is precious, and that kind of perseverance always produces growth. So continue praying, continue trusting, continue speaking honestly with me, because even now, while you are still waiting for certain answers, I am already moving pieces together for your future. One day, things that currently confuse you will finally make sense. One day, the pain will not feel as heavy. And one day, you will realize that I never stopped guiding you through every difficult season of your life. My child, you do not need perfect words to reach heaven. You only need an honest heart willing to trust me. If you believe this message, type Amen in the comments right now. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because God still listens closely to every sincere voice that calls out to Him.